what's up everyone? My name is Jeff and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic, and we are playing an Intangible Virtue deck which came from Historic Anthology 5, I believe it is. I can't remember what number we're on now. 2 mana creature tokens you control get +1/+1 and have Vigilance. Vigilance is a pretty big deal with tokens as well because being able to chump block is awesome, and we also get to give some +1 in a couple other ways with Rally the Ranks because we're playing almost entirely soldier tokens. We have Raise the Alarm, Forbidden Friendship, which creates a soldier token and a dinosaur token. We have Omen of the Sun. We have Elspeth's Sun's Nemesis and Heroic Reinforcements as our main way to be making tokens. That is the way to be making tokens. And then Legion's Landing. We also have Transmogrify and Lukka to go help us find Craterhoof Behemoth. And I believe that just having Intangible Virtue as another great way to make sure that we are getting all of our creatures, you know, +1/+1 at 2 mana is a really big deal. The other thing that we got recently is Shefet Dunes, which is really big. Just having more stuff in the mana base that lets us make sure that we can get in for a little bit more damage with our entire board. Castle Embereth always being there as well. So we just kind of have this pretty sweet game plan of go wide with Raise the Alarms, with Forbidden Friendships, Legion's Landing, all these cards, and then hit in for lots of damage with a bunch of other cards that just make everything bigger, better, more awesome. And that's what we like. And yeah, that's basically the game plan, what we're doing. Glorious Anthem is the other card that I think we could bring in. Glorious Anthem, creatures you control get +1/+1 at 3 mana. Might be better than Rally the Ranks. I'm testing out Rally the Ranks for this one because most of our creatures are soldiers, but like I said, there's a few things that aren't, and that could be nice to have, but we're just going to be going for this one. I could also bring in the Convoke card here. Might as well just talk about these while we go real quick. We have March of Multitudes, the other card I was thinking about bringing in because we are already in green, but Craterhoof doesn't actually need to be cast ever. You know, I have 3 copies just because, just in case we do end up running into a second one later on, we can keep a hand with 1. Sometimes you draw into 2 and then half of our combo is dead. So 3 I think is okay, especially because that's all that we need right now. But we could also be bringing in green with March of Multitude, Saplings, things like that if we do go for the Glorious Anthem side of things, or not even go for that at all and just use Intangible Virtue. But I think in general I'd rather just stick with Burrow's Colors, make it a little bit more consistent, and that's good. So let's go and dive into the gameplay, see how it does for us, and wish us luck. Here we go. All right, up against Lester Eugene, and pretty sweet hand. Rally the Ranks, again, a little bit awkward until we actually have soldiers, but we can still play it out. So keep this. We have to get out Sacred Foundry before Castle Embereth, but I think we will go Inspiring Vantage first, Legion's Landing, pass the turn. Rally the Ranks does not pump this up. That's okay. Pay 2 here, Forbidden Friendship. Unfortunately, we don't get haste on the other one. It would be really nice to be able to attack in with 3 right here and flip the Legion's Landing. Oh, that'd be beautiful. But it's okay. It's all good. All right, Rally, Field Passage, cracks. Dude, this is a beautiful island, by the way. Good stuff right there. Plays out a mountain. Okay, is it stuff? It is. All right, Castle Embereth. Let's go Legion's Landing. Oh, oops. So no, sorry. Rally the Ranks. We want to flip that other Legion's Landing first. Rally the Ranks on Soldier. The kind of awkward because all these are different, but we do have mostly soldiers. Maybe I go in Vampire actually right now, but we know these reinforcements are going to be soldiers. Yeah, soldier is what we're going for. Attack in, see if we get to flip this Legion's Landing. Nice. Yeah, going for the lifelinker feels like it is the right play in general, but whatever. Legion's Landing. Hopefully no Sweltering Suns. Land off the top is great. Heroic Reinforcements is also still great. Each soldier will hit in for 3. Everything else hits for 2. Good stuff. Brainstorm. All right, that's actually a good sign. It means it's probably an Is It Drake's type of deck, or Is It Phoenix? We have a better chance against those decks than others. Yeah, those are beautiful lands. I dig them. Anger of the Gods. Rude. Can make a token at the end step they can't even interact with. And then hopefully just go for Lukka. Having more creatures on board in general is better, though. We do hit for a lot with this heroic reinforcements. I mean, that's still 6 points of damage we get to hit in for right now. It's a little bit awkward, but that's not bad. I mean, that's still a 2-turn clock now that we have. And there's land. Do we actually have enough creatures for Craterhoof to win? Craterhoof comes down, buffs itself up to 7. If they have targeted removal, we're in trouble. I think I'd rather throw down Raise the Alarm on the end step, and then if they counter that, then we have Lukka. So yeah, we can pressure well enough here. I don't think they have just an infinite loop with 5 mana with nothing out on board yet. So down to 4, pass the turn. I guess I should have activated Castle Embereth, huh? Oops. I mean, that means that we couldn't use Raise the Alarm, but that did give us, what, dev to down to 2? Whatever. Yeah, pass the turn. Already seen one Anger of the Gods, Shark Typhoon. Cool. This could be a Transmogrify here as well. Luckily, Time Spiral is banned. Indomitable Creativity. Okay, yeah. So I was wondering, I was thinking this is this kind of deck. So there's a Coma. Coma is bad, but I don't think it stops us from winning here. Especially if they don't have enough mana to stop a Lukka. Oh man, could they have a Spell Pierce in this deck? Or is it better to go for the Castle Embereth? We came to have fun, so we're gonna go for Lukka here. But that does, I mean, we still technically win even without it, so sure. Oh, but if we don't hit it here, if they do have a way to stop this combo now with a shock. Oh, that's bad. Okay, we're good. Okay, whew. There we go. Now we're good. Sweet. All right, so again for lots and lots of damage. Bounce spell, unsummon. If they had an unsummon, they should do it in response to Lukka. But yeah, it looks like it's just the Coma there. All right, sweet stuff. Not too shabby. On to the next one. All right, up against Z, and sweet. Like this hand, it's good. We definitely need another land, but Legion's Landing also helps us with that, kind of. Intangible Virtue on turn 2. Mind Stone. Actually, we go Forbidden Friendship this turn. Intangible Virtue on the next one. Swing in. Down to 18, pass the turn. Hopefully no board wipes. Yeah, Drac. Can he still block? I'm trying to remember. Can't attack unless you control 4 more artifacts. I think we still want to just flip the Legion's Landing, play the other Legion's Landing. That's the game plan. So Intangible Virtue, swing in, flip Legion's Landing. He can block a guy. That's fine. Hit for 4. Play Legion's Landing. Land off the top gives us heroic reinforcements. Otherwise, we play other tokens and life's good. Glorybringer. Okay. And now attacking in's a little bit harder. Sons of Nemesis would let us at least get through damage there. Omen of the Sun. Not enough creatures to flip this other Legion's Landing, which would also counteract anyway. So yeah, let's just pass the turn. Hopefully they don't have too many more things here. Is this just straight up dragons with Villamachus? Dragon's Horde. Dude, Dragon's Hoard's a good card. I like Dragon's Hoard a lot. So that's a 3 treasure, 3 artifacts. So we can almost attack here. Ooh, Inspiring Vantage comes in tapped. Youch. Tap and play. Raise the alarm now. Swing in. Flip this one. Keep the untapped one. Doesn't actually matter. Down to 8. Pass the turn. Reinforcements, I think, is the main win con here. Another Glorybringer. That's a big deal, actually. Doesn't attack. Dude, we have Glorybringer. They could have made a lot of treasures out on that turn. 3 mana. Could they have removal? Is it better to go for Outcast? I think it's probably just better to go for reinforcements here. Yeah, we have Lukka as the turn, something to do for the next turn as well. Draws a card, trying to find something here. Yeah, that's game. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Not a too shabby. Alright, up against Nick V, and keep this hand. Lots of 2-drops. Our deck is full of 2-drops. Having Legion's Landing in the last 2 games was actually lucky. It's our only 1-drop, and it's really the only one that's good. We could go for like Satyr's Cunning. I think that's the only other one that would be good. I guess we lead off with Plains. Pass the turn. So I guess Inspiring Vantage is the best way to go. I try not to show too many colors at once, but you could technically run it. We could technically run into 2 more Inspiring Vantages, and it would be better to have them all played out in a row. All right, Inspiring Vantage. We go for Britain Friendship. Attack in for 1. Pass the turn. Opt. We'll see if we're going to be fast enough on the draw here. Sprite Dragon. I'm guessing they... Okay, I wasn't sure if they would be showing off. Okay, so Transmogrify. So we just go for most amount of tokens as possible. So still get in for damage. So Forbidden Friendship. Hit for 3. Down to 16. Pass the turn. Transmogrify in the next turn. Hopefully no Spell Pierce. It's a high probability, but hopefully not. I could also just go Intangible Virtue and Forbidden Friendship. And that's still a pretty decent play. Pillar Flame. They used it now. Craterhoof just being out on the board isn't the worst. Let's go Intangible Virtue and Forbidden Friendship. I mean, that's half the life total. With Craterhoof, with only we would have sacked when we had 3 creatures. It would have gotten up to 8. And plus 3/3 on these guys, so 4/4. So I guess we did have lethal, but they had the Straight Dragon to block, right? Or did they not? Oh well. They still had a chance for unsum and things like that. I probably need to just be going a little bit more aggressively with the Transmogrifies. It's okay. Okay, Legion's Landing. Transmogrify that dude. Craterhoof. Swing in. All is well. That's good. Yep. I like it lots. All right, sweet hand. We have Transmogrify. Not a whole lot of token generation, but just 2 creatures and Intangible Virtue is still decent. Instant speed guy is also is pretty nice. Ooh, I likey. Pass the turn. Okay, raise the alarm. Virtue. Swing in. Down to 16. Reinforcements. Gives us 12 points of damage. There's Craterhoof. Yeah, I think we go reinforcements first. We didn't have enough creatures for Transmogrify Craterhoof to be amazing there. And this way they can't block and kill. Down to 7. Righteous Valkyrie. Okay, at least no Collected Company. That's annoying, but that's fine. And Transmogrify. Yep, dude. This deck is just solid. It's good. having a few extra pieces in this. Rally the Ranks is the only card that feels funky still. Would it be better if it was a charge? Maybe. It's a high probability that having charge might just be better, but we'll still see. Or Toski. Toski, if we were going to green, would be pretty good. All right, sweet hand. I like it. Keep it. Only thing that would make this better is being on the play. Plains, Legion's Landing. Pass the turn. Holding up blue, huh? How dare they? Alright, Forbidden Friendship. Lots of Transmogrifies, yeah. It's actually kind of fine with us for a memory lapse here. Because we actually want just another spell that gives us 2 creatures here on this next turn. It means we don't get to flip Legion's Landing, so we don't get the ramp. Green mana as well, and shocks it in. Let's go Forbidden Friendship. Make sure I play the untap land there in case there is some other stuff. Prismari Command. Okay. No life gain. What's it called? I don't think many people are playing Censor anymore because Memory Lapse is basically the better Censor and fills in that slot of just needing another spell there. By basically, I mean it's like way better, but you know. All right, so Heroic Reinforcements is a big hit. It does flip Legion's Landing, which is nice. Transmogrify, of course, is the better one. They're tapped down. Oh no, they still have blue mana here. So Heroic Reinforcements is what we go for. Being able to flip Legion's Landing means we also get Shefet Dunes turned on for the next turn, and so it just gives more versatility in general, which is what we like. They did have Prismari Command, so that means Transmogrify would have fizzled. So, right play. Correct move. Okay, we're going to take him down to 10. Flip Legion's Landing. And what do they get rid of? Shark Typhoon and Steam Vents. Alright, Anger of the Gods. That's very awkward. Dwarven Mine. So now we're all in on this Adento, the first fort. Can't quite Intangible Virtue yet. So, yeah, pass the turn. I can technically Transmogrify their guy, but I think that's what they want. So, that'd be awkward. Just a little bit. I guess Indomitable Creativity could be interesting in this one too, because we could go for 2 creatures of our own. And that could be really fun. There's Coma. Hey. All right, so Intangible Virtue. Get it out there. Pass the turn. I'm hoping they tap down with Coma. They'll have the ability to tap down 3 of our creatures. Yikes. They can hit it for a lot of damage here. Go for a Danto. We can double block the Serpent here. Gain 4 life. Kill a Serpent. Trade off with the guy. We're still wanting to have another 2-mana spell that creates creatures and then Transmogrify, I think, basically. We'll just take it. Down to 10. Yeah. Rally the ranks. Is that good enough to play? Just on vampires, make them 3/3s. Maybe. All right, so the play memory lapse now. We go for Craterhoof. They tap down. You know, I think it's good enough just for the one guy that will end up getting lifelink. If they tap down enough stuff, they won't be able to swing in for lethal. So it's awkward, but I think we go for this now. And then we have the other one to bring out another Craterhoof, which still would give us quite a bit of damage. Letting us attack in. And we do. They force to block. We gain enough life that they don't have lethal. They don't have 9. Yeah, not quite enough for lethal. Down to 2. Makes another coil. Oh, they let us attack in? Whoa. Whoa, I think they meant to do something else there. Oh, they have the Shark Typhoon. Okay. Good game. Yeah. This doesn't have trample anymore, unfortunately. Yeah, so good game. Yep, they got us. Dang it. Oh, that was close. Yeah. I was like, wait, they forgot to tap down. So they should have sacrificed the coil there and tapped down Craterhoof Behemoth, one of the tapped on ones, to win the game. But they didn't let us attack in. I got all excited for a second there. Oh man, that was game number 5 as well, and we just lost it. Oh, almost had the 5-0. All right, so into the wrap up for this one. The deck is fantastic. I think it's good. Yeah, look at the stats here for it real quick. It felt really solid. Intangible tokens, 80% win rate, on the draw 3 times, and still was doing really well. We ran up against that same deck just a little bit ago, the Coma deck, and played fairly well against it. So I don't feel like it was too big of a deal. Like we beat it on the other one, and even then on that game being way behind, being on the draw as well, we still had a chance for the victory there. And I maybe could have done some other stuff with like Castle Embereth or whatever. So I think the deck is good. There are times that Transmogrify Lukka feel a little bit not dead, because the combo here is crazy, but I feel like we needed a few more ways to be making tokens is all I'm thinking. Elspeth Sun's Nemesis I do like, because the gaining 5 life I've seen be just really powerful. Giving creatures 2 card creatures +2/+1 whenever there are some defenders can actually be really, really powerful, especially on life linking stuff. Rally the Ranks is the only card I think that feels funky here, but it also was really nice to have. I think game 1 we did win because of it. Not not by a huge margin, but it was a factor that played into it. Like if we had to go for the reinforcements or whatever, and we do have more soldier tokens than anything else. And so Rally the Ranks I think is really powerful. But it might be one of, and maybe one of as a glorious anthem, because I don't feel like there were times that we had mana that we weren't able to spend because we were just running out of stuff. So maybe it's card draw as well, and that's where if we went into green, we can get the Convoke card with March of the Multitudes, and then we can get Toski. Actually, we can't get Toski because it doesn't work with Craterhoof Behemoth. There are times that just grabbing a Toski. Okay, it's not as good as Craterhoof Behemoth though. Yeah, so we don't go to Toski. I'm trying to think of anything else we can do to draw cards. I think it's all creature stuff that does it. Dawn of Hope is another one that makes soldier tokens. And we do have life gain with Legion's Landing. There are other soldier token creation things that you can play with lifelink, whatever, at 3 mana. Dawn of Hope, I think, still does well enough. With Legion's Landing token and Omen of the Sun for lifelink, you can draw enough cards, and then it making tokens itself at least has something as a payoff for mana, as an additional payoff for mana besides Legion's Landing. But again, I don't think it's actually that necessary. I forgot to add in Castle Embereth as well, or sorry, Castle Ardenbell. It doesn't make a soldier token, but a human token's still good for sure. I'm trying to think of anything else we can do with this deck. I like the call here with Rally the Rings. That's the other question, was charge. Is something like charge just better? Charge, just 1 mana instant speed, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. I do like that you can play Heroic Reinforcements, flip a Legion's Landing, and then play a charge on the same turn. That seems really busted. Like, that seems like a game-ending thing pretty consistently. There are other cards that do it for like 2 mana for a little bit more. I'm trying to remember. There's also Indestructible. I think it's Addendum is the card. Addendum. What's the ability, man? I'm trying to remember. I think it's Unbreakable Bond or something like that. Unbreakable Formation. 3 mana, creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn, and if you cast it with Addendum, so cast it during your main phase, you put +1/+1 counter on each creatures that we control in the game vigilance on turn. So counters onto everything as long as we do it during main phase rather than instant speed. But we also have protection from board wipes if we need to hold it up for some time. So Unbreakable Formation at 3 mana gives everything +1/+1 on our board. So I think that probably comes in, I would prefer over Rally the Rings, because the ability to give indestructible against a lot of decks actually is really important. There are enough Sweltering Suns, Anger of the Gods. Does Anger of the Gods remove indestructible? I can't remember. No, it's just exiles them. Yeah. So Anger of the Gods. So I think that Unbreakable Formation probably is the card that comes in over Rally the Ranks. Yeah. Having the turn two play is cool, but having the vigilance that it gets from this is pretty sweet. +1/+1 counters onto everything, and the protection from the board wipes whenever you can call it out as just a 2 of. Like, we are built to be able to rebuild the board really quickly, so it's not that big of a deal if people board wipe us, but having the chance to occasionally stop it and then Transmogrify or whatever is also really sweet. So yeah, Unbreakable Formation I think is a great inclusion here, and I would put it over Rally the Ranks. Yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.